But so what's popping?
Not
Okay,
much.
so ain't nobody else.
I love the afro in the back. I like that picture. That too. I like the one on top of your head with that picture. Ew, you're doing a ludicrous.
We getting it done on this. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me.
Yeah, I'm digging you and Howie's exchange.
Yeah, man, that's my guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's wild because Howie Bell rocks the bald head for fun.
Isn't that crazy? A whole head. He almost looked like a totally different person. This is just cranberry juice, you guys.
Yes, it is.
So, Eddie, what you been up to, man? I miss you. I can't wait to come back and see you. I just want to say, first, I got to thank you because every time I see you, I think about you all the time. And I remember when Martin Lawrence had his taping in DC. Everybody wanted to stay at your house. And guess who got to stay? Little old me. And we had a ball. All the comedians was there. Everybody was there. We hung out. Eddie let me stay at his place. He was a perfect gentleman. He let me sleep in his bed. He slept in the front room. And didn't glass break or something?
Yes.
You still
Did y'all ladies hear all of that? Did you hear that? Because I heard that you guys feel unprotected and most men are predators.
Not Eddie.
Okay, we're going to take this statement and put it in the African American Museum because
Eddie is perfect.
Thank you. My mom, I love my mama. You know what I mean? I represent.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a perfect gentleman. He didn't come in the bathroom while I was trying to shower, nothing. The only rule I had was don't be leaving no hair around. And I understand. I'm like that in my own bathroom. I ain't gonna leave no hair around.
I'm leaving no little hair, because y'all know my women be leaving little hair and stuff. And then when you bring a girl over, then she sit down and she find that piece of hair.
Yeah, and it's a problem.
Come back to the bathroom and she putting her clothes on with a piece of hair in her hand. And you got a hard penis and there's nowhere to go. So I didn't happen.
I had a ball. We had so much fun. We went to all the restaurants. And one of the things, I don't know if you remember this, but I remember today that Esau McGraw came up to me talking about, you remind me of Maya Angelou, not the new Maya Angelou, the one back when she was a stripper. I'm like, man, fuck you, Esau. Remember that?
That's my, Esau was like, you know, because, you know, Maya Angelou was a fan dancer. You know, there was no stripper. They just, they show a little shoulder and shit like that. They ain't really have to, you know, work.
Not that.
Just throw a little shoulder and maybe a little leg and get some tips.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. But I still take that as a compliment. So thank you, Esau.
Absolutely. Yeah, because Maya Angelou was a very beautiful woman. You know, just an older lady don't, you know, you can't look at it like that. You know, every older lady used to be fine back in the, well, not all of them, some of them. But Maya Angelou was all right.
She was all right. I read all her books after he said that to me. Every single book.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really?
Every book that she wrote, I read it. Yep.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. It was nice.
Yeah.
So back to my boy, Eddie.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in knowing, how are you keeping busy during this pandemic?
Oh, man. So during the pandemic, boom, I live in DC. Okay, so I'm on the front lines of what the fuck are y'all doing? Okay. We've got a black woman as mayor and a racist prick in the house. So, you know, ain't nothing like a black woman. When you mess with a black woman, she likes to get up under your skin. She gonna make you irk. Like she's gonna get up, she's gonna hit you deep. So she created Black Lives Matter Boulevard, right? Did you see that on the news?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, in the nation's capital, 16th Street is now Black Lives Matter Boulevard. Do you know what else 16th Street is?
I remember
the address to the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah.
So the street leading directly to the White House for 4 blocks, all the way up to the gate, is Black Lives Matter Boulevard in big yellow letters. If you go on an aerial view, you see it's for 4 blocks, and people have been camped out there since before George Floyd's funeral.
Oh wow! Is her name Keisha?
No. No. What's the mayor's name? She get on my nerves too. But,
dang, that's how do you feel about that though? Is that
well? Well, I mean, you know, what he did was, well, Muriel Bowser is her name.
Okay.
What they did was, they have, okay, so DC is not a state, so we're not like the rest of you guys. You have a representation in Congress, you have a vote on the floor, you send congressmen to Congress and they work on your behalf. In DC, we do not have that. We have a delegate that does not have a vote. So they can propose legislation all day, but they can't propose it on the floor. We don't have a voting rights. We're taxed as a state, but we don't have representation.
That's
so
crazy.
Taxation is our representation. It's crazy. The nation's capital. The reason so is because we were majority black city. And so the Republicans always, the Congress controls our finances, the money that we spend. They control how it's spent, how much we get of it. That's even ours. So she was working to, you know, this thing about defunding the police and police reform and all this. And so all of the protesters, you remember all the protests coming, right?
Yes.
So she would not give her resources to the federal government to police the protests because the federal government, i.e. Donald Trump, did not pay her the money for when she had to police his inauguration, and the 4th of July festival for the federal government, which is supposed to come out of his money. So we're using our resources, and then he's like, you got to pay for it. And so she was like, nah, well, okay, now you no resources then. And then, you know, he was like, all right, well, I'm going to do this. And she was like, okay, well, I'm going to paint this whole 4 fucking blocks Black Lives Matter Boulevard. And so it's been a back and forth thing. So COVID has been like really politically charged. We've seen a lot of protesting, which I'm not protesting. Okay, I'm not. I'm not. Fuck marching. I haven't marched since Freddie Gray. Right? So I don't believe that is where we need to be as people. So, you know, in my circle, we've been doing something different. We've been pooling and putting together and developing resources. And that's what we need to be doing. Because comedy shows, okay, everybody like, where the fuck is the funny? Ain't no comedy shows.
None.
Okay, I hear the clubs like, yeah, we back open a little bit and all of that. No. Okay, so we're not making any money doing stand-up. So we have to, you know, kind of like get our affairs in order, because I don't know what it was like there when COVID hit and they shut everything down. Did they shut your state down?
Yes.
It was hard to find stuff, right?
Yeah, very hard. Toilet paper, everything. It was crazy.
Right. Crazy, right? Now I have a grandmother who's 100 years old. So I have to get stuff for her house, my mama's house. So every day we're out getting resources so that everybody, it's like, you know, 100 homes. And then we got homeless youth that are out here. So we got to get them, they do 100 meals a day. So we got to get resources together. So we'll set up food drop off. Everybody drop off a little bit. Then if everybody do a little bit, then nobody got to do a lot. Right. So boom, I call up, I go through my phone and I text 100 people, say, look, I need you to drop off $10 worth of groceries. Boom. Now I do that, and 100 people like that, 100 people like me do the same thing. Then the kids got enough food to last them 6 weeks, a month, 2 months. You know what I mean? So that's how we're kind of like taking care of the community. You got to take care of the elderly. You got to take care of the kids.
That's very thoughtful. Very thoughtful.
So we've been doing that. And then on the creative tip, I dropped my first comedy album.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can they see this? I don't know if they can see this.
Yes. Oh, look at that T-shirt. Is that the Eddie Bryant special?
Yeah, this is my T-shirt.
Love it.
Right. It's original artwork by Katrina Johnson. And she made this painting. This is a painting. She made this in 2008 and gave it to me as a gift before I got on TV.
Nice.
Before I started traveling the world. It was almost like I didn't see myself doing that from where I was, but she did. So I don't know if you remember that little club that I used to run.
Yep, I remember. I remember my personal tour.
Yeah, remember? So
Yep.
boom, I have the LOL, and I used to tell jokes. You remember the club was really small, and I used to tell jokes holding on to the ceiling. You know that?
I sure do.
Right. So that's why I'm holding on to the moon. That's why I'm holding on to the moon. This is a marquee, and the Martians, right there. The Martians are my allies, which I don't know them because they're foreign, right? So I have a lot of people that I don't know that do help me on my journey. And then this is somebody figuratively that I know that was an adversary just for the sake of being an adversary. I was giving them stage time on my platform, and the Martian saw them hating, so they cut the cord and left them off into space. So that gives me my, and this is a microphone, but it's a rocket ship, and I don't know if you can see the Martian driving the microphone. And so, yeah, it's original art piece. So I turned that into a T-shirt, and I also have my own line of socks.
Oh shit, that's dope, Eddie. Look at you on the front of your side. Love it.
I love
what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
So if you buy a T-shirt or you buy some socks, you get the album for free, the full album.
And where do we get the album?
The EddieBryantShow.com.
Y'all got that? The EddieBryantShow.com.
Yes, TheEddieBryantShow.com. Yes, and I did it that way. Everybody's like, well, when you gonna get on iTunes and when you gonna get on Tidal? And I have four of the tracks on those platforms. But us as artists don't make any money, people, on those platforms. The phone company makes the money, iTunes makes the money, Google makes the money. The artists, we don't make the money. For one stream, we get 0.017 of a penny.
Believe it or not.
Huh?
I said, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, right?
Right.
So when so you need 10 million streams to even make, some money. And people are like, oh, I support and all of this. But, when you're an artist and you're sharing your art with the world and you're trying to make a living at it, if you're not these big billboard type of comedians that have all of the influence, when you're just a genuine artist trying to live and share your art, you have to figure out how to make money to live off of your art, and you should be able to. So supporting a T-shirt for me goes a long way. You know what I mean? It could mean 2 or 3 meals. It could mean rent. It could mean, funding a tour if the world ever opened back up or whatever. So, we're just trying to show, and right now everybody's pumping this, support Black business, support business and all of that. Make sure that you remember to support your artist friends too.
Yep.
They aren't famous and they don't necessarily have the access that you think they have, and it's by design, because the industry will handpick who they want to put in front of you. It ain't about being the most talented. You can work your ass off. It is who they want to, because I can put a lineup together, you too. We can put a lineup together that can go toe to toe with anybody that you think is funny, and we will we will smash that whole lineup.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And when those guys, when they come to town, some of them don't want you on their show. They're like, who opening up for me? No, get him off. Get him off of my show. Get me a white woman.
We talk about that all the time. That's why I wanted to create my own lane. You're right. Happens all the time. Yep.
Happens all the time. So and it's no, I can't really fault him for that type of. If you're in the main seat and you want an easy weekend, you just want to sell, do your act, sell your merch. I get it, So it's a bit of give and take. So everybody got to get in their own lane and figure out what that business model is for them. And so for me, it was like, I don't feel like Zoom comedy shows work. I can't feel the laughter. I fuck an emoji or whatever that is. I don't, I'm old, so I don't know. You keep pressing, whatever. But give me an audience where we can feel. So I was like, well, I think that my humor would go well when I put out an album, because that is originally how we experienced stand-up comedy. Red Fox invented the comedy album.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so take it back to that, because right now during COVID, everything is going, it's back to basics. So with comedy, let's get back to basics. I'm all for the youngins and that's doing all the TikTok and the Instagram videos and stuff. I'm here for it. It is an art form to what they do, and it is funny as all get out.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not the same as stand-up comedy. And so people kind of like love putting people in boxes. Well, why don't you do something like that with this? And why don't you, and sure, you can do some of those things to get in that lane. But I liken it to, we all like music.
Yes.
And if a person is a jazz saxophonist and they've been training to be a jazz saxophonist, and you come and tell him, well, listen, trap records are working right now, so you need to make a trap record. And the jazz saxophonist is like, no, I play jazz saxophone. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm just looking for the people that like jazz saxophone, and I'm cool with that. And it's okay just to do that. So that's what, that's my whole point of making a comedy album.
I can't wait to listen to it. And I just want to say, Katrina, you did an awesome job creating that shirt. Eddie, I love your idea with the shirt and the socks to match. And that makes me want to ask you, what's your favorite cartoon?
Oh, gee, you're getting okay. So I'm gonna give you an exclusive. Let's give SlapStik magazine an exclusive.
Bring it on.
Okay, so I'm going to drop some animation for the album.
Oh, nice. Okay. I love that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I dropped some skits. I dropped another bit. I dropped another video type of hybrid, and then I have some animation that's going to drop. And so if it hasn't dropped before this airs, but yeah. So hopefully that goes another level.
So Eddie is Eddie's favorite cartoon. I can't wait to see and listen to everything, because I know how talented you are. We've been cool for 10 years. So I had to talk to you, Eddie. I had to.
Uh-oh.
So y'all make sure y'all.
I'm glad to be on.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie Bryant.
That's right. Eddie Bryant. Please. So what's going on?
I'm still just working hard, just like you, trying to get to the bag, So I'm hustling, working on my business model. Gotta be creative.
Yeah.
Especially during this time. The comedy clubs, actually, the Funny Bone here in Columbus, which you performed at, they're open. We have Lil Duval here. Let me get that right. This weekend, he'll be here. So we do got some, we got some shows still popping, and they have the social distancing set up. Not only that, Dave Chappelle, he's an Ohio guy. He's in Yellow Springs. He does outside comedy shows, which is super cool.
Yes, very cool. He lives in Ohio. He's a DC guy. We loaned him to you.
Well, his family, he grew up in Yellow Springs. But I know his whole relationship with all of you guys and all you guys out in DC and everything else. I am familiar.
Yes. Okay. So the whole Tony Woods,
yes.
And then Dave, and then Dave goes to New York. That community from which we come from, especially in stand-up. Man, it's some giants. You know what I mean? It's some guys that just like, if I could stick, you can put anywhere on the planet and they're gonna go. And so the bar is kind of set really, really high. Yeah, because the bus driver here is funny. The people at the grocery store, they funny. Everybody just be ready. Mm-hmm. Okay, kids know how to jump. So we don't have like major rappers or none of that stuff, but we got a gang of comedians. So that's the type of environment that we come up in.
Mm-hmm. So I want to know, is there anyone on social media that you're enjoying their jokes? Is there any specific person that you pay attention to on social media? I remember Bobby J. He used to be freaking hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's like the vibe on social media as of late has been more militant.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to jump off because I have very strong views about what we are to do. And I don't want to necessarily spew them all over social media because they'll come and get me. Like, oh, comedian, if you get, no, sir, what you had said was, because, you know, after the Freddie Gray situation, all bets were off for me. Now, it ain't nothing, nobody can't tell me, oh, if you could have did this, and oh, if you could have did, they not for us. Okay, everybody, they not for us. So we need to be for us. And then if you ain't for us, I definitely am not for you either.
He said it's a two-way street, huh?
I have no room. I have no room for none of that. So youngin' get killed. Like we just had a 11-year-old boy, 4th of July, shot in the head, 11. And his mama that she put together for the community. And he was running in to go get his headphones out the car and caught a stray.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Awful. So I have no understanding, not understanding. I don't got no feeling for them. They ain't for us. You know what I mean? So they're gonna have to either get on, you know, that mentality needs to be redirected.
That's
you know
awful.
what I mean? And ultimately it's about, you know, changing the conditions in which we live in. And if that's what we on, then cool. But if we ain't on changing the conditions, you in the way.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So my circle of folks, we all like, all right, we're gonna change this condition. I can call up, you know me, I call up, we got people that own restaurants, we got people that own corporations, we got cleaning companies, we got grocery stores, we got security companies, we got whatever. But just getting on the same page and figuring out, okay, what these young people need so that we can direct them in a more constructive situation, because we need those soldiers. I need all of y'all to go to school. I need you to get a degree. I need you to law degree. I need you to get a business degree. I need you to get an engineering degree. I need you to, and not just to go work. I need you to bring them back here, build something here, and then hire this young and get them off so they can go to school and do the same thing so that, you know, because we only one generation, really, maybe two, out of the crack epidemic. And that just broke our family. Now we're trying to, we need to be understanding that we need to rebuild, and what worked for everybody else don't necessarily work for our community. So we got to look at our stuff a little bit different and do something different to get a different result. So yeah, sorry about the jokes, people. I got jokes there. I got into I'll tell you this. I got into a fight with a white lady over some arugula.
So y'all was in the grocery store.
No, this is pandemic day 4, right? You know, the white, they panicking, right? What do you mean it's no this? What do you mean it's no this? They panicking. Do we wear masks or don't we wear, and all of that? I'm suited, booted. I got the jump, boot. It was 2 batches of arugula left on the jump. I grabbed them both to look at them to see which one I wanted. And you're touching everything. Why do you have to grab? I said, you know what, lady? I'll buy both of these arugulas. You don't have no arugula during this pandemic. And I threw both of them in the basket, and she was hot. And then I had to Google, what do you put arugula on?
My God.
I don't know where the arugula going. I know spinach, but I don't know what the arugula is. It spinach? What is it? But yeah. So yeah, I got into it with the lady over some arugula. Almost got it. Yeah, Karen, Katie. So you know, but other than that, taking care, you know, family, making sure everybody good. Other than that, that's it. So outside is closed.
Yeah.
All you people that's going whatever, outside is closed.
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 That's why I'm keeping busy in the house. That's what made me restart SlapStik. Everybody, I was reading all the comments. All the comedians were like, "We need a platform." I actually had a couple people hit me up, and I was like, "You know what? I'm about to build. I built my own website, just so y'all know." And boom, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, ready to represent all y'all.
Yeah. We appreciate it. You are a champion. You've always been a champion for us, and we appreciate that.
You know Thank you, Eddie. You know you're my dog.
No man. No man.
And anytime you come to Ohio, we actually always link up every time you come. So, but you know, next time you got a place to stay. You know that, anyways. And we kicking it. Can't wait.
Remember I opened up a new edition in Ohio?
Yes.
And I had to drive back, and that's when I found out y'all had the liquor store where you drive through the liquor store and they come to your car.
Yep.
Freak me out. Like,
yeah, I remember that. I'm like, I don't have those. I sure do. I sure do.
Because New Edition people, it wasn't New Edition. I'm not gonna say it was New Edition, but they had me staying in a hotel where I checked in, and the person that was working there told me I had to go knock on somebody else's door to get an iron. And when I knocked on his door, he had a house arrest bracelet on. I said, "Wait a minute, do you live here, or you just is it more curfew, or what is going on?" You know, let me get this iron. And I took a shower with my shoes on. It was different.
With your shoes on, yeah.
With my shoes on, but I was opening up a New Edition, so I don't give a damn what I had to do to open up a New Edition, but I sure enough did. But that was, I love it out there, John. Y'all state always show love.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I like the Buckeye State.
You know what I remember? I remember we always kept in touch. I remember the first time you came to do the Funny Bone. So this was back in like 2008-ish. And I hit you up like, "Eddie, I heard you was coming." I was like, "I'll pick you up from the airport or whatever." Then we linked up. It was our first time meeting. You was like, but we always kept in touch. You was like, "Wait a minute, you ain't working with the Funny Bone?" Like, "Nah, I heard you was coming." So I remember that. And ever since me and you've been like this.
Like that. And I was like, man, yeah, because you took me to that spot and it was the garage.
Yeah.
When you walk with the jump. Yeah.
Yeah. You had your little scarf on and shit. It was cold outside. I will never forget. That's when we was just ever since.
You hold me down. That was great.
I got your back anytime, Eddie. You already know if you need anything. So before we go, plug yourself. Tell us your social media sites. Tell us where we can find you.
All right. It's your boy Eddie Bryant. You can go to theeddiebryantshow.com for all my info, bookings. I do relationship counseling. I got a OnlyFans page. I've been also during the COVID. I've been selling penis to barbers and Shirley's. You gotta be 63 because I know you got income. Catch me on Eddie Comedian on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, man, the EddieBryantShow.com, and go get the album, man. It's only $10, and then if you want to get a T-shirt, grab that in the album free.
Yep. So support Eddie. Support him.
Thank you.
Get his shirt. Get the socks to match. You got to have the socks to match.
Yeah, they go good with Jordans.
That is so dope. Good job again, Katrina, because that's awesome. That's a great creation.
Yes.
I feel like I saw that. I feel like I saw it when I came to the club or something, or.
When you was at my crib.
Yeah.
It was the paint walk in my crib.
Okay, that might be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is so dope and creative. That's a great idea. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know how we do. Y'all don't know. I talked to her before this interview, and she looked.
He called me. I wasn't even expecting it. I was heating up some damn leftovers, and I looked back on my phone. I'm like, damn, Eddie called me on Messenger. I had my bonnet on. Then I took it off, and then my hair was like, that's what you look like even after you take your bonnet off. I'm like, Eddie, I'm doing so my hair don't get snappy. I was like, but I will have to look like a whole different person in a minute because my hair was like, so I had to twist it up real quick because I didn't have time to wash it and stuff today. But hey, shoot, I told you, I'm here, transformer.
Great.
Thank you. I love you, Eddie. You already know. If you ever need anything, hit me up. You got my number.
Will do.
And Eddie, I thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me. SlapStik Comedy. Rock.
Eddie Bryant. Wop. All right, Eddie, I love you. And enjoy
your
day.
Thank you.
Peace.